Okay, y'all. This week's episode, listen. We wonder often how many people listen all the way to the end. I would encourage you to do so this week. I'm going to just start off the introduction with that right there. But this week we talked about the NBA, you know, apparently coming down on some tampering violations.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly. We waiting to see. Because Milwaukee got a second. And we talked about which teams we thought have had the best offseason in the NBA so far.
Mm-hmm.
Talked about the Olympics a bit, too. Talked about how Messi, you know, might not be back where we thought he was going to be.
Oh, he could be.
Or he could be. We don't know. Sorry, y'all. We was laughing a lot. We was laughing a lot at the end. Talked about Summer League. Talked about IT dropping 81 in the Pro-Am game. 81. We talked about no, we didn't talk about RG3 that long. We ain't gonna. We talked about NFL transactions, NBA transactions, and some NXT cuts. Mm-hmm. But overall, man, it was just a good show. We vibed out. Again, make sure y'all stay for the end.
Yeah, listen to the end for real.
Got to see it through, my boy.
It's a story time with Ken.
Story time with Ken, man. If you guys want to listen,
you won't want to miss this one.
The bee's knees.
Enjoy, y'all. Episode 212 of Technical File, the sports podcast you never knew you needed.
And it's your boy, TIMKINZ, the number 3, a.k.a. Ass Ketchum, a.k.a. Mr. Give It To Me. I'll leave it at that.
I am the Eric J.
Only known as
The Eric J.
And I'm Camille, point guard of the crew, the real life Tifa Lockhart, the girl next door. You know, holding it down for all the women who love sports.
And it's your boy, K. Harris, the gentleman.
The gentleman.
The everyday gentleman.
24/7.
But better known as K. Diddy.
Take that.
God damn.
All right.
Housekeeping.
While you're taking that, go ahead and follow us on our social medias.
Mm-hmm.
The Instagram and the Twitter at Technical File. Then you can go ahead to our website, www.technicalfile.com. Don't forget to put the K on that motherfucker.
You're damn right.
Then you have our Facebook page, Technical File Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Jump on over to the group, Technical File Pod Overtime, where you can join in with the listeners, fans, and the fam.
Mm-hmm.
All of them.
And don't forget, though.
Don't forget.
YouTube. We're there, too. What up, though? Technical File Podcast.
Subscribe. We need to get them subscribers up on YouTube.
Oh, they getting up. I've been slowly watching them.
That should be the Tech File challenge.
Do we post it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I ain't see that shit last week. I ain't see it last week. I know you did all the work, but I ain't see the shit.
Tim looks so offended.
My bad. I ain't see the shit. Nick, I called her. We did a quick
we
share.
got clips posted and everything from it.
We talk about
clip.
it. Right? He did. He did.
I didn't know you had a YouTube, but you shared the clip.
Oh, I did? Oh, well, shit, nigga.
Where's the clip?
Oh, hey, man. Hey, it's been a long weekend, yo. My bad.
Like, we were talking about it in the group chat, too. Like
God damn, my bad. I ain't know if we posted. That's all. My bad. Oh, like I say every week.
Fair enough.
Shit, like I say every week, man. If you guys enjoy being a part of this amazing Tech File fam, share it everyone you know. Your mama, your daddy, your uncle, your granny, your baby mama, baby daddy, your husband, your wife, whatever, whoever, wherever you're listening right now. Share with the person next to you. Let them know you listen to Tech File.
Hey, Tim.
Yes, ma'am.
Listen to Tech File.
For sure.
It's that easy.
Exactly. That's all you got to do, goddammit. It's easy. Do it. Do it right now. Tech File Challenge, as every week. Download the Good News Radio app. Mm-hmm. Normally we're live every week. On Tuesdays from 6 to 8, 8:30.
There you go.
So yeah, y'all can interact with us while we're live.
But this week we're early.
Yeah, a little bit.
And this week we're not.
You know? So yeah.
I just let my man roll. Like, he just won't stop. Just let him keep on
You're just watching him go.
Hey, I was on the rise.
I'm fighting go run with it.
Because I was thinking, I've lost it now. Because I knew what my Tech 5 calories was going to be. I was trying to get there before I lost it, but I did.
I had told. I said to YouTube subscribers, fam. I had.
Oh, see, I wasn't. Hey, y'all, let the nigga flow today. These niggas here, boy.
What drive?
I'll tell you what.
YouTube clip. Retweets.
Oh, shit. I'm the first nigga on that motherfucker. God damn. But anywho,
I realized.
make sure y'all do that. Make sure y'all do that, man. Now, yeah, YouTube, holla at us.
I realized we wear a lot of dark colors.
I enjoy dark colors though.
I do too. So I was like, I had to wear some
Damn
color
near all
this
our
week.
shirts, everything black.
Yeah, we like dark colors.
Everything we got is black.
We got the white T-shirt.
All black
Oh
everything.
yeah. Hey, black is beautiful.
Yeah.
For sure.
But wherever you find podcasts, you can find us. That includes Apple Podcasts, Google Play, SoundCloud,
Yep.
Stitcher, Spotify,
Spotify.
Pandora,
Pandora.
Amazon Music,
Amazon Music.
iHeartRadio,
Boom boom.
Himalaya,
Like a player.
Wooshka,
Wooshka.
and the award-winning Good News app.
Good news.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be your part.
Make sure y'all download that Good News Radio app. For real, y'all. Download that app.
Do that shit.
Listen to us live. Next week, we gonna make a Facebook event for it. Next week, live. Good News Radio app, Tuesday, 6 to 8:30 p.m. Make sure that y'all have that app. Make sure y'all come through. That is Central Time, of course. Adjust for your own time zones. Come through. Be part of the show live in the chat.
Yep, and obviously you can find us wherever you're listening right now. While there, make sure that you like, subscribe, rate, and review. 5 stars or better. It helps us, and we appreciate it.
Need all of those. Now it's time to shout out the top listening cities from the past week. And say what up to all of the international countries that tuned in to hear us talk.
That's number 2.
Yeah, man. Top 10 listening cities. Here we go. Number 1, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the hometown.
Bow.
Hey, Milwaukee 316
You see the back?
with the backs.
Home of
Oh,
the
shoot, I
Champs.
need that shirt.
that's dope.
I need that link
Huh? Oh, Home of the Champs. My bad.
Oh, for sure.
I thought you could see that.
with the Stone Cold.
I got my
logo.
glasses on.
Yeah, that's dope though.
I did
No,
the
I need
opposite
that.
from him. Yeah,
I need
some
that.
off. I can't see.
Yeah, they had it at the live show. So I don't know if it's on Shop. I think it was on Shop, though. Like, try to get it now, though.
That's dope.
I'm definitely going to look when I'm done reading this. Number 2, Dublin, Ireland.
Dublin
Hello.
at number 2. Thank you guys. Welcome back.
Oh wait, did you do it? I think that's how you say it.
You ain't even got to say it yet.
I
You
did
got
it
your
already.
own.
Did you do it?
There you go. Hello.
Oh yeah, I think Ken said it was like, did he do it or something like that last time we had it.
Oh yeah. It was like
Number 3, we got Columbus, Ohio.
Columbus. Welcome
Yo.
back.
Number 4, we got Menominee Falls.
Menominee Falls. Welcome back.
Hello, neighbor.
Number 5, we got Chicago, Illinois.
Chi-Town always showing love.
Number 6, we got Racine, Wisconsin.
Racilla.
Hello, neighbor.
Welcome back.
Number 7, we got Ashburn, Virginia.
Ashburn, Virginia. Welcome all back.
Number 8, we got San Antonio, Texas.
San Antonio.
Antonio.
Welcome back.
Number 9, we have Madison, Wisconsin.
Madtown. Welcome back.
Hello, neighbor.
Number 10, we have New Berlin, Wisconsin.
New Berlin.
Hello, neighbor.
Welcome back.
And now to say hello to all the international countries that tuned in last week, Tim is going to try to say hello back in the language of that country. So here we go. Of course, we have Ireland, which you already said.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do it?
We have Belgium.
Trusty old Belgium.
Well, salute.
There you go. Hello.
We have New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Kia order. Oh yeah, Kia order.
Hello.
I have no idea if these are right or
Hey, we
not.
sure just going with it.
No,
I'm showing proof. You now you know.
we got the United Kingdom,
Hello.
and we have Germany.
Salute.
That's hello. All right.
Is this a little?
Didn't you just say so it was Belgium?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Hold on. In German, it's Allo. That's right. It sure is.
Hello.
Heavy ass song.
It is.
Yeah, big clunks. But yeah, shout out to all y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Sport fact of the week.
On today, as we record, August 9th, 1999, Chris Jericho debuted in WWE.
I remember that.
The greatest introduction of a new wrestler ever.
Yeah, like for real.
I remember being on the
that
phone
dude.
with Sam, Tim's wife. We were kids, and I was geeked, and she was like, "Who is this dude?" And I'm like, "Chris Jericho!" Because I was a WCW kid, so I was like, "It's Chris Jericho."
That was like the first time I realized, like, I hadn't realized that he wasn't on WCW anymore.
Same,
Like,
yeah.
he had been off TV for a couple of months. I hadn't even noticed, which, I mean, it kind of says something about Chris Jericho. But I was excited, too.
Or Eric Bischoff.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a monster, megastar. Jericho's actually, honestly, in the running for like one of those the GOAT talk wrestlers.
No, honestly,
Yeah.
like
for
he
real.
has to
Longevity,
be talked about. Yeah.
like recreating himself, like
How
always
many
staying fresh.
catchphrases
Yeah.
does that man have? Like
All
how
of
many?
Like he had
Ayatollah,
a,
rock and roll.
Actually used to be cold.
like he was
Hell
probably a Hall of Famer before he left the first time. It
Yeah.
came back 2 other times.
When he had the
When he
short
came
cut
back with
and
the list
and
and the scarf. Oh, that Jericho was dope.
You know what? You're going on the list.
He's put on some good matches still, too.
Yeah, he's still man.
Yeah, I just seen the match where he got his head cut off.
Yeah, bro. Middle
the
of
pizza
the,
car.
and
I'm
then
like,
they had
dog.
the pizza commercial.
Yeah,
and
I'm like,
Domino's was like, bro, we ain't had no parts of that, bro.
Domino's was pissed.
Because they had a pizza cutter. They was cutting his forehead open with a pizza cutter, and then it cut to commercial, but they was still in a picture-in-picture.
Pizza.
So up there, Jericho getting cut with a pizza cutter while Domino's is smooth rolling through your sausage pizza. They finna deliver it to you.
Hot and ready.
They came on Twitter like, nah, we disown all of that shit. We ain't got nothing to do with that one. Not us. And I think, who was it that came after them, though? But another pizza company came behind them like, hey, if they don't want it, we'll take it.
Oh,
Hey, on what?
hey,
Sloppy
I think it was
seconds.
Pizza Hut.
hey. Of course.
Their pizza tastes like sloppy seconds, motherfucker.
Hey, Pizza Hut pizza is good.
Hey, I don't know, man. It's a little greasy.
We gonna have
Better
to do
than
it.
Domino's.
We gonna
I
have
told
to
you I
do,
didn't
thank
show
you.
it in the
It
game.
is definitely better than Domino's.
Domino's pizza tastes
I don't know.
better
Domino's
than
got
that,
better.
you know what I'm saying?
We're gonna have to do a top 5 pizza franchises
Oh, we can definitely do that.
because we're gonna put some respect on Pizza Hut.
I used to love the stuffed crust and all that, but
Matter of fact, I got a better idea. Let's make it into a YouTube video. Let's do an actual taste test of
we can do
different
that.
of the different pizzas.
all right.
Can we watch football while we do it?
We gotta wait that long?
I mean, it's preseason games on now. Pizza
Ooh,
and football.
right, for
Pizza
the-
and football.
We
go
finna get
together.
together while it's
Preseason.
my nigga.
I'm just
Not
saying.
regular season. Preseason.
We can talk about it later. But
Yeah,
anyway, shout out to Chris Jericho. He is definitely a legend.
definitely. Shut up.
Unless-
Stupid idiot.
I mean, his wife. No.
Uh-oh. Let's get into the topics of the week, right? Well, let's do that. So something happened that I didn't think would ever happen to a team that wasn't the Milwaukee Bucks. The
Wait, I did it too early. Damn. Go ahead.
The NBA opened investigations into possible tampering violations involving 2 sign and trade deals completed during free agency. Those 2 deals, you got Chicago when they got Lonzo from New Orleans, and you got Miami grabbing Kyle Lowry from Toronto.
Yeah.
You cheated. Did you cheat? Did they? Is the NBA going to punish somebody else outside of Milwaukee?
That's what I'm wondering.
No. No.
Lonzo deal got completed today too.
Yeah, they're both.
Today
They're
they
real
made it official.
done.
I mean, Milwaukee, we lost the 2nd round pick because they said they took in consideration that the trade didn't go through. These trades are going through, so they gonna get something. Like it's gonna
They
be.
said contracts can be voided though.
They're not.
They're not gonna void the con. They gonna get some big fines.
Which,
We lost out on Bogey, bro.
well, that's because they got spooked.
That number 5 spot would have been.
We won a championship. I don't regret
Yeah, I was like,
anything.
y'all shouldn't be over that now.
It was just the
Never
longevity of that window would have been.
Y'all caught that chip though.
We got Grayson Allen now. It's all good.
Right. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. But yeah, just wanted to start off by saying that, they're gonna be in some trouble.
Honestly, the same thing I said when the bus got knocked for us. Like, as long as both teams, like the players' season is over, like I think it should be fair game. Like, that seems to be what they're doing already anyway. Like, just who's it hurting at that point?
What is the point of the tampering? Like why can't we just
Once the season over.
cut all that out?
Basically, like they want it so that free agents are fair game, and they don't want people pulling the Lakers and recruiting players from other teams while they're under contract.
All year.
What? How dare y'all?
I'm saying.
How
like,
dare y'all? We did what we had. We did what you mean?
Why every post game LeBron whispering in somebody's damn ear?
What teams is involved?
All of
in
them.
this tampering, not the Lakers.
That's the
goddamn.
thing. Like they get around it because it's player tampering, and that's not
Get
illegal.
smarter then.
And they be boasting about it. So yeah, I was talking to I had him on for dinner 2 weeks
Get
ago. What are you
smarter
talking
then.
about?
Hey,
Polika wasn't there.
We're bros.
So it's legal.
Bros hanging out, having the barbecue.
Bros hanging out.
I mean, to be fair, if it's only the players,
if
it's legal.
the conversation just randomly comes up while I'm on the grill or whatever, like, bro, it'd be cracking.
But it's
come
different.
play for the
you
Lakers,
just so
bro.
happen to come while you a free agent, or
We do this all the time.
or
This ain't nothing new.
in the midst of you being in a bunch of trade talk. You just so happen to go by.
Hey, bro, Russ and LeBron work out together, B. They kick it, bro.
When
They
did this
work-
happen?
like,
I
at
ain't never
least-
seen LeBron in these wrecks
and they
At
kick
least
it.
that happened.
ever.
At least that happened after the season was over. Like Anthony Davis one was like
Hey, come
egregious.
on.
My
No,
goodness.
Like it's different. Like if it comes, like if players are just talking, it's like, oh yeah, we should team up at the end of the season. It's one thing. If it's, hey LeBron, I'm trying to get out of New Orleans today, or
Say less.
actually other side. If it's LeBron, like man, you need to get out of New Orleans right now. Like we got the pieces, we can make this work. Like this team ain't going nowhere.
That's my little bro. I'm trying to help him out. I'm trying to get him out of a sticky situation.
But if then AD is like, oh, that's a really good idea, and then they
Yeah.
both go and put pressure on the front
I
office,
ain't
like
tell
it
him
might
to.
as well be the team coming and be
I ain't
like,
tell him to.
Because all the Lakers is doing like, yes, give me.
right.
They ain't saying no. Like, oh no, don't force
When
your
we get
way
this
to
championship, I
LA.
don't give a fuck about none of that. I literally don't care because all
Then
of
why
us
you
gonna get this
defending
championship.
it? Like it don't matter.
I don't care. I was like, I'm gonna get, as long as we get a championship out of it, I'll give a goddamn.
I mean, I hear you.
And we got Melo, yo.
Hey, look how happy
I am
he
so
is.
excited.
He
I
smiled.
cannot wait to get that jersey, yo.
Did you order it yet?
No, not yet.
So you can wait.
You ain't got no choice.
Yeah.
What you mean?
I was saying if it's available for pre-order, I'm sure now.
Oh.
Like, and you haven't gotten it yet, you can't wait.
Yeah, well, yeah, this is true.
But I'm just hoping that there's some
Playing
repercussions
the joke and shit.
It's gonna be some. It's gonna be some.
to these allegations. Like something,
It's gonna be a fine, maybe a draft pick, but they get the players. So like, what do it matter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Think
it's
they
a first
deal
round
just
pick, then
fall
it might
through?
be.
Could be.
Man, it's not right. This shit just don't be right.
Right, like how y'all have a sign trade in the first 30 seconds of free
Literally.
agency? Like that was the first alert that I got on my
trade.
phone. It was like,
Lonzo Ball traded. Like,
They work fast, goddammit.
Soon as the clock hit midnight,
like good
They
lord.
work
they got
fast,
auctioneers
boy.
making these deals, bro.
They work fast.
not even just that. Like they made the deal and got it to Shams in 30 seconds.
Through the NBA front office and
Hey,
everything.
man. You got-
Paperwork,
You work fast.
30 seconds. We was in free agency for an hour and 30 niggas signed. Multi-million-dollar deals.
Yeah.
We know what it is. They know what it
Shit.
is.
I think
So
it was like $1 billion worth of contracts that got negotiated in the first.
either change the rules
Okay.
to like make it
Damn.
like make some different format because you know it's already happening, or like be for real about punishing so that you actually deter it.
And the NBA is like talking out of both sides of their mouth because like they're trying to crack down on tampering, but then they moved the start of free agency up to prime time so they can have a TV show about it.
Right.
So like if you crack down on tampering too hard, like you're gonna get it where like last year, like no deals came through because everybody was spooked,
Everybody like,
and then you just got Rachel Nichols on TV looking stupid. Like
So what you want? Gotta pick one. But that's setting the table. Some more moves have been made since we were last here. As it's just been players. Hey, teams are gearing up. Teams looking a little different. Which teams at this moment do y'all think have had the best off seasons?
we can start with Cam because we know where he's going already.
Yeah, of course. I would say my Lakers. I trusted the process, but I just didn't know how we was gonna get here. But I love the way we got here. Rob Pelinka, executive of the decade. Yeah, so I say the Lakers for sure, and then after that maybe I like the Chicago actually. They'll be the other team.
They're gonna be fun.
hmm
They're gonna put up some buckets.
Yeah, it could be fun.
They're
to
gonna
watch.
have to outscore some teams because the
Yeah.
defense is. But it's gonna be fun to watch. I'm also looking forward to being able to see Lonzo versus Melo 4 times a year now.
Yeah, I'm looking
Instead of
forward to
just
getting
two.
down and watching some games too.
Maybe that's the game I would want. I would want to go to that game actually.
Chicago, Charlotte?
Chicago Charlotte.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. We got to look that up.
Yeah, that'll be a
We're
fun one.
definitely down there.
That'll be a fun one.
I really do like Miami's offseason. Outside the Lakers did have a good one.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how old it is. It's
Speaking of old, like, what did Miami
We're
do?
experienced, sir. Don't put hold on an experienced team, sir.
Okay, well, Miami's is equally experienced.
Hey, there you go.
Because they shit is also old.
Experience.
true.
Seasoned, motherfucker.
But again, like they added a lot of good pieces around themselves, and then they filled up some holes where they had some weaknesses at like point guard last year. So like Lowry, no matter what you say about him, is still a good point guard, and he's a very savvy point guard. And he's in the Chris Paul kind of like catch you in fucked up situations, flop on you, but like he does it often enough, and he's crafty enough to do it on a regular to change the dynamics of a game. Then you add PJ Tucker, who is still, even though he's declining at 37, well, all you need him to do is come in and shoot corner threes and play defense. He's still doing that at an extremely high level, so therefore it's still a great pickup for them. They got Oladipo to come back, but we don't know if he's going to actually play. He was hurt, but like it wasn't bad for them. They got Duncan Robinson back.
Markieff Morris.
Oh, picking up Markieff Morris was a big one.
That's a good pickup.
So like they got a nice rotation, and then you got Duncan still with Tyler Hero. They got to find another point guard though, because they lost Kendrick Nunn.
Laker.
Oh yeah, behind. Yeah.
Yeah. So no matter his struggles, he was still a pretty decent backup still. Like he had that run where he was cooking for a while. I think then he got hurt, or did he get COVID?
He normally gets hurt. Unfortunately.
And then he comes back and he got to work his way back into the game. And yeah, but Kendrick Nunn's nice, so they got to replace him. But other than that, they do have a pretty solid 5 or 6. At least solid 7 for sure. So I like that.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to look for like under the radar, like pretty good off seasons. Like, I like what Washington did, like turning Russ into Kuzma, KCP, Trez, replacing him with Spencer Dinwiddie. Like, I feel like they got better.
Dinwiddie's gonna be great over there if
he's healthy.
If he's healthy, he may be enough to entice Bill to stay. Because Dinwiddie is nice.
That's going to be a nice, they're going to be fun to watch.
And then you have Rui. Okay.
Like, they're deep.
And
they got a lot of
Trez,
young guys.
Kuzma.
They have all their picks going forward, I believe.
Bertans. Okay. That's a nice squad. That's not a bad squad now. Now that we're talking.
The East is going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. It's young. You got Detroit over there with Cade.
And to your point about, like, enticing Bill to stay is, like, you have a bunch of like, you're deep where you can, like, package a couple of those dudes together with some picks and like actually go after a legit like third. I don't want to say third star because I don't know what do you start, but like a third key piece that might actually be like, oh yeah, I'm down to run with
that
this.
fit, yeah.
Right.
Who's available though?
Ben Simmons. Yeah, that's about it though. Actually, I feel like there's another thing, but I'm blanking right now. Camille, what you got?
I actually got to go with we didn't bring up the Bucks yet, but I actually really like the Grayson Allen pickup the more I think about it.
Right, like once you get over like
who he
his
is,
reputation, like as an actual player.
Like it's a smart move. You got someone in Duncan Robinson who you know he can shoot. He's a good size guard. He's combo guard. He can guard both positions. About what 6'4", 6'5".
You said Duncan Robinson when you meant Grayson.
Oh yeah, Grayson Allen. My fault.
Yeah, he's about 6'4".
6'4", 6'5". Like he's like he can play some defense. Like he's good. And then you got Dante coming back from injury. We don't know exactly what it's going to be like when he comes back. So in addition to like being able to say, oh, we could have Dante and Grayson, it is like we have Grayson if Dante don't work out, which is
a luxury.
It's smart. Like it's
insurance.
Yeah, hedge your bet. Like just let's see what happens here. Like if we can't work it out, like we can have a 2 guard. They can do some of the same things. Of course, Dante's a plus rebounder, and he's a better like on ball defender. But give and take in a couple areas. You know, I'm getting ahead of myself. Right now, we have both Dante and Grayson, and that is tight. That is good. I like it. I like it a lot. And of course, keeping Bobby Portis. Rodney Hood, we talked about him a little bit. Like, it's low risk, high reward. So, like, I'm not mad at it at all. Semi. I don't know too. I get the idea of the Semi signing, so I'm just gonna.
They say he defends really well and gave Giannis
Situationally, like, he's really good against big wings. He doesn't really have like the lateral mobility to guard all the people that like PJ. Obviously, PJ Tucker is like one of the best defenders of his generation. So even like the diminished version that we got last year was still
really
much
good.
better than most of the league. So yeah, I don't think that they're as flexible in that regard, but I think the rest of their like they can throw out a bunch of different lineups. They just might have to play different players as opposed to like having a single lineup that can do a bunch of different things.
Yeah.
And that's
Be situational.
We substituted Bren's offense for Grayson's defense and still some good shooting. It's not Bren shooting, but
Well, the thing though with that is, I'd rather have Grayson than Bren because Bren was exposed in the play. Like he's an 82 game player, but he's not a 16 game player.
unless it's Miami.
Unless right. So we
Light work.
lost 82 game player for a guy who could be a rotational 16 game player because you can't attack Grayson the same way you attacked Bren.
No, especially because he's bigger.
Like he's gonna play some defense. So and he's a scoring threat too, just as Bren was. Like you can't just leave him. So that's a positive spot,
pickup.
which is like I like Milwaukee's offseason with what they had.
That's what what was it? What the buck?
You just gonna give me a buck podcast?
Give me a buck. Yeah, I'm sorry,
'Cause-
brain fart. Give me a buck. I gave him a A, pretty much for their offseason.
I'm gonna give him an A, but I like it.
Solid B.
Yeah, it's a B to me.
Because there was no reason why they couldn't bring back PJ and do everything that they just did.
Exactly.
I mean, the only reason is
money.
But
And they didn't want to pay $30 million for PJ. And then that's what I seen the money came out to.
Who else stands out to y'all though?
I like what Utah did.
Okay, Utah, bring up Utah.
Like they brought back Mike Conley. Who they like? They traded away Derek Favors and replaced him with Hassan Whiteside, essentially, which he's limited in what he can do, but he's a good like poor man's Gobert. Like
He got the
things that he
win.
does right, like the things that he does well. Like you can basically run the same shit that you do with Gobert with Whiteside. But then they also picked up Eric Pascal and Rudy Gay
Rudy Gay was a good pickup.
to be like their small ball fives / big fours. You know what I mean? So like it gives them more versatility that they sorely needed last year because
Right.
when it got to the playoffs, like they didn't have versatile defenders essentially. So it gives them a new look on a team that already was on the 60-win pace.
It shored up some of the areas where they saw they lacked that last year. Yeah, for sure.
That's what this offseason was full of. Pretty much
Yeah.
a lot of teams just like, all right,
Let me
we know what we
tweak.
got. Let me just go ahead and fill this hole real quick. Y'all take the rest. We'll holla.
How do y'all feel about Brooklyn's offseason?
Patty was a big pickup. Patty was a real big pickup for them.
I really
That
want a
definitely
Patty in
was a good
Milwaukee.
I want him in LA. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I mean, like the biggest thing they did was lock up Kevin Durant for the next 4 years. Like,
Yeah.
and I would imagine that Harden and Kyrie are soon to follow. So
I like Blake coming back.
Yeah.
I like his role on that team. Getting Bruce Brown, like you said, Patty Mills, DeAndre Bembry, like
James Jones, I'm not sure about because like I don't think that he's a worse version of Jeff Green.
they gonna miss Jeff.
Yeah,
So they tried to get a
a similar type of player.
a 50 cent on the dollar
Right.
version of him and James Johnson. But I mean, the biggest thing with Brooklyn is health.
Yeah.
If they can stay healthy, they should be the 1 seed in the East.
I mean, favors overall. No offense.
Yeah, like no offense at all. I'm just being realistic here. Like that's just the way that works. But
I mean, we have 3 of the top 6 scorers in the league or whatever it is. Like, yeah, you stay healthy, like you should be overwhelming favorite.
we just have 2 of the top 5 defenders on our squad. So
Hey,
You know,
and the top, second best rim protector too. Like,
I'm surprised Dallas doesn't have
Dallas
a
ain't
cap
do shit.
for like the last 3-4 years, bro. It ain't did nothing with it. They gave Luka his money today, but
yeah,
they're like Charlie Brown with the football. Like, every year their fans get their hopes up. Oh man.
Look,
Before it was Dwight Howard, then it was DeAndre Jordan, then it was
Giannis.
Yeah. this year we getting Kyle Lowry for sure. And
Psych.
Reggie Bullock. That's the biggest name that they brought in.
Like, what did y'all go? Y'all got to give the man some help eventually. Eventually, you got to give that man some help.
Yeah, but them getting Hardaway back.
That was their
yeah.
priority, they said.
Mhm.
So
But
at least they got that.
That's it though.
That's
Because what's the name still hurt, right? Porzingis?
No, I think he healthy.
Oh, he healthy?
His
feelings
His
are
feelings.
hurt.
His
hurt.
feelings hurt. He ain't doing what he thought he was supposed to be doing over there.
Hey man, you got to get with the program.
I need the ball more.
Giannis and his family is at State Fair right now.
I thought he was in Greece.
He's back. He's here. He at State Fair. He got a security team around him now, just to make sure he's able to get through. But
just these niggas.
just out here with the fam.
That's dope.
That's what's so dope.
Maybe he didn't go with this girl because she's pregnant, so he probably had to come back soon.
No, I think.
No, I mean like that's why he came back from Greece. Like maybe he didn't take her over there and he has to come back.
Yeah.
Because I would imagine, given how big she is, she can't fly right now.
That's what I assume. Because in your third trimester, you can. I'm like, she's definitely in her third trimester. Shout out to Chris
if she's
Middleton.
not, no offense though.
And his wife, by the way.
Congratulations,
on the
sir.
new addition to the family.
Pops was just loose lips over there.
Right. Popovich telling all the business. Like, Chris left the day after his baby was born. Like, oh.
They were like, nigga. I tell you to say all that shit, nigga.
It's crazy. Like, it's funny that, like, Chris had a baby just now, and Giannis another baby. Like, both of their children are very close in age.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody listen to Chris Brown? I just give it to me. Thought I was tripping.
But yeah, I mean, I'm excited for this upcoming season. Like, I'm just looking forward to it. I like that Phoenix just pretty much re-up.
Mm-hmm.
And then got JaVale McGee.
Shouts out to the Knicks.
Oh,
They
yeah.
had a pretty decent offseason.
Oh, yeah.
Like they ran it back a lot, but then they also upgraded with Fournier and Kimba.
Yeah.
And they just signed Dwayne Bacon, which, I mean, that's not on the same level. But, like, they're picking up,
Good
like,
pieces.
quality NBA players.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, like,
That was a good
NBA, I
squad
mean,
last year.
I hope Kimba is healthy. Like,
That's
the
gonna be fun to
basketball
watch.
fan in me, I want Kimba to be healthy. Kimba in the garden, he's at home.
Yeah. We was trying to cook.
like, they had a smart offseason. Which,
Yeah.
how many times in the last 20 years have you said that about the Knicks? Like,
Yeah.
They've been just,
Yeah.
like the last 3 years for sure. They've been kind of making the right moves.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give them last year. I don't know about that other year because they signed like 50 million power
Power
forwards.
forwards, Bobby Portis year.
3 years ago.
2 years
Two.
ago. Like last year would have been 1 year. The
Last year,
before.
yeah. Last year was the real official start in my book.
Right. So yeah, shouts out to the Knicks. Like they had a good offseason. I don't know if it's above like a 6 seed, but that just speaks to how strong the East is now.
The East is going
It's
to
that
be
from-
some count.
If the top 8 are healthy, or at least what we would presume the top 8 will be healthy, it's a lot of parity over that way.
And like they haven't done much in free agency, although they did pick up Kelly Oubre. But I like what Charlotte's building too. Like the type of team that they're building around LaMelo, like it makes sense. Like
It makes perfect
I don't know how many
sense
games
for
they're gonna
the
win,
skill
but like they're putting young athletes like get out, run, jump, you know, like be active.
You can throw some lobs too, get some circus
Right.
plays.
They need some more shooting. But, like I like where they're headed. So shout out Michael Jordan.
set. Another thing, like, wow. Where are we at when Michael Jordan and the Knicks get the shout out?
Good lord.
For
Let
their
me go play my
skills?
numbers because
But the 2020 Tokyo Olympics have finally come to a close. The longest Olympics ever, if you ask me.
Yeah.
But no. The U.S. Olympic team actually finished atop the gold medal standings at the Olympics. They had 39 of them things. I guess I should say we had 39 of them things, but I'd be feeling some type of way.
The last couple of days they kind of pulled away with like the track and field events and the rest of the joints, like the basketball events. That's when our our medal count just ballooned because we was tied with like China and the Republic of, what was it, the
the
Olympic
Russian Olympic Committee.
Which, come on,
Come
man.
on, bro! Like
Y'all
Come
said
on,
Russia
bro.
couldn't come, but y'all let the ROC come through.
ban the whole country,
Right.
And all they athletes.
We ain't talking about Jay-Z when we mentioned The Rock.
No, and then turn around and say, "Oh, we just the Russian Olympic Committee." Ain't you? What? What?
Hey,
It's such a toothless punishment. Like,
Yeah.
they can't fly their colors and they can't hear their national anthem.
But they all go back home with medals.
Right.
I'm straight with that.
The players was
Give me
banned
the
too. How the
medal.
hell they in any event?
No, that's the thing. The players weren't banned. Like, they're only the Russian Olympic team was banned.
So what the fuck?
So that's why they came.
That's why they're the Russian Olympic Committee.
Because
It's a different entity. That's what I'm saying. It's toothless. Like, they wanted to punish
They
them.
They ain't
when
even
they-
tried, bro. They still let the motherfuckers come.
that's legit like
Russia,
Fresh
man.
Prince. That's a fake mustache. No,
No,
it's not. No, it's not.
Russia gonna be back next week. Like, like, oh, we heard that shit.
I was waiting on you motherfuckers to say something.
Ooh, but
That's
yeah.
wild.
The U.S. came out on top overall, too. They had 133 medals in total. 41 silver, 33 bronze to go along with them 39 gold. They were 25 ahead of China with the ROC. We ain't talking about the Rock in third at 71 medals. And Great Britain came in fourth with 65. God dang, we doubled Great Britain, eh? Step up your G, Great Britain. No, I'm playing. But for real. But I'm not. The United States men and women basketball teams both won gold. The men's team beat France 87-82, and the women's team just came out and smacked Japan.
Japan got some hoopers though.
They do.
Like I was watching the game, I was like, dog, Japan. It was like dog. One chick she was pulling every time she got in the game. She was pulling, and she was like 5'1".
Oh yeah. The
Dude,
just didn't have the
I,
height to
I was
compete.
just
I
like,
was like, that's the thing,
yeah,
like, it's too
damn.
small.
Yeah.
Shouts to Eric Knight.
It was actually fun to watch.
Yeah, we won 90-75.
But,
by the
They
way.
was trying,
Yeah.
man.
They tried.
But Brittany Griner them
Dude,
niggas
Look,
too
they
all
damn
she was
did.
doing was
Griner.
catching the ball against.
They was
Easy
hey,
buckets,
beat the
bro.
post. All right, cool. That's
She
how
was
they got
eating,
through.
bro. Was she at like 22 first
Man,
half?
listen.
Something like that.
All I know is she was
was
a
eating.
bucket.
Yeah.
Her and Asia Wilson. Which,
Yeah.
I mean, they had a stack. Like the team is stacked. Like
Yeah.
the U.S. women's basketball team. Like I know the men's team gets way more of the coverage, but like the women's program has been dominant. That's
Yeah.
7 straight gold medals. Like they have not lost.
That's crazy. That's dope.
I mean, they're leaving home MVPs. Like,
Yeah.
that's how stacked the women's team is.
Diana Taurasi and Sue
Bird.
Bird both got 5
Mm-hmm.
most accomplished U.S. basketball, Olympic basketball players, right?
Yep.
Man or woman. Shout outs to them. Shout out to them.
Yeah, definitely.
I love Diana Taurasi. She's been always one of my favorite NBA.
Asia
NBA
Wilson
players.
had posted a video after they won where they was like twerking the up and whatnot in the locker room and it was just cutting. Diana Taurasi, when she's had her hands on her knees, she was just like, I'm just stay right in here. I said, you ain't wrong, DT. You ain't wrong. And on the men's side, we found out that Dame, we mentioned Dame wasn't looking right. We found out that Dame had been playing with an ab injury throughout this whole run, but he wanted to stay and be part of winning the goal, so he just gutted that through. No pun intended.
I see what you did there.
It just flowed. It was so natural.
And now we gotta find out what's his status.
Yeah. But
That's why I thought I just thought his mind wasn't in it, because he's clearly disappointed. I don't blame him. Like, he's clearly disappointed in Trailblazers offseason.
notice we didn't mention them before.
I mean, Tony Snell, shout out.
Shout out Tony Snell.
But if that's like your second best signing, like, I don't know what to tell you.
Everybody over there celebrating. They got new teammates. Zach LaVine over there kicking it now and shit. Like, shit, I'm all about to be in the winner's circle. Meanwhile, Dame over there like, damn, y'all got my teammates. like y'all teaming up together with each other and shit. Motherfuckers from Australia joining the squad.
Oh, that's what I wanted to shout out to. Chicago. Like, I like Chicago. I think you said it. But, like, I know that we talked about, like, their offense and shit, but, like, they went for talent. So even if, like, the pieces don't fit, and I might have said this last week, but even if the pieces don't fit, but, like, you can always flip that for something that fits better. But you can't just, like, create talent out of nothing, right? So they gonna score, and we'll see, like, how successful that is. But if not, like, they have moves that they can pivot to.
It's gonna be so fun.
It is.
It's gonna be so fun. They was calling Drew super champion. Drew
Yeah.
Holiday second best player on the men's basketball team. Y'all don't
It just
Easily.
Yeah.
it seems miserable, like, being defended by that man. Like,
You can't go nowhere, bro. As soon as you inbound the ball, I'm like, bro, why are you here? Get to the other side of the court. Let me bring the ball up. Damn.
like it's a clip from the first time the Heat played the Spurs in the finals, and like LeBron looked over to the scorer's table and he saw Kawhi coming back in, his shoulders just slumped, and he was like, "Damn!" Like that's how I feel like Evan Fournier and Patty Mills were in like those last 2 games. Like, fuck.
Like, oh my god.
He decided to sit on you, bro. It's a wrap, bro. He like, nah,
done.
nah, all of that shit. Nah, he probably talking to no, get the shit out of here. Nah.
Hey guys,
No switch.
Hey, guess what?
What?
He with us.
He is. Bucks got 2 of the top 5 defenders in the league. But again, hey, I just wanted to let that hang out there. You know,
Right.
We got Russ.
I'm gonna say he gonna have
We got
Russ
Russ.
in the
We got
chamber,
AD.
bro.
We got LeBron. We got Melo. What more can you ask for?
Dwight Howard.
3rd tier. Let's go. He back.
Dwight Howard like 35, fam.
I know, bro.
I mean, Melo like 37. Like,
Hey, Melo can still. His middy's still.
Yeah, Melo
still
got an
there.
old man game.
Yeah,
Like,
his middy's still there.
Especially on defense.
He'll back you down a little bit. Oh, we ain't worried about it.
You should.
You better.
Just come
better
shoot. I need him to come shoot.
Y'all motherfuckers playing at the zone the whole game,
Because I'm
Hey,
going to tell
bro.
you what,
hiding everybody.
he ain't going to be able to hold Chris Middleton. I'm going to tell you that.
Oh, I ain't worried about it.
Uh-huh. You better hope Melo ain't holding him. I'm just...
No, man, go pull up on you every rip. I ain't worried.
And
Middleton
good
cold.
Lord. And you better
Middleton
hope he
cold.
don't end up nowhere near Giannis somehow.
I'm just thinking about the fives.
Giannis been getting at Melo since like he was a pup. Like
Yeah.
I don't know why, but
Because Melo talked crap to him like in one of the first games, and Giannis did not like that. I remember that. He's like, you can't don't talk about my teammates and like don't like Melo was just talking
that's
trash.
That shit that got Mike Dunleavy be fucked up.
Yeah, like Giannis don't play. Like ever since then, it's been like on site with Melo. Like I'm about to have a game. But shout out to the USA basketball teams bringing home them gold, fighting through adversity on the men's side. Everybody's saying, well, I should say everybody. A lot of people were talking about how they ain't gonna even go. Like they ain't got it.
Apparently, Stephen A. tried to walk that back.
Oh, he definitely tried to walk that back.
Did he?
Fuck him.
Hey
we
man,
saw you in 4K.
2 things can be true at the same time. Yes, the talent has gotten better, hence the USA not winning in the blowout. You can talk about the men's side, of course. But also, this team was still talented. And again, once they got Drew Holiday, I said this before he got there. Drew in FIBA basketball, where he's able to actually be physical, is going to be nuts. It was nuts.
Forearm smash him. Watch out, little dog.
He could do everything he wanted to.
Speaking of walking back, I want to walk back my praise for FIBA officials. Like, it's not that
They're
they
not
just
good.
like select, like, oh, they call the game more fairly. Like, no, they just bad at their jobs. Like,
Well, I was looking at some of the summer league games for the NBA, and it looked like they're trying to let a little more go physically. With the rule changes they implement, they usually try to test them out during the summer league anyways. So it seems like...
I think part of that is just, like, they wilder. So, like, it would be a foul on every play.
I've seen a lot of summer league games where they had hella fouls.
Yeah.
I just
They
feel like...
get 10, I think, right?
Something like that.
Like
Yeah,
the foul out is
foul
like
out.
10 fouls.
So, and who fouled? I think it was Giannis. Didn't he foul out in the summer league at 10? He was close.
I don't believe
He was pretty close. But, no, I feel like with some of the games that they got going on now, they're really getting loose on the physicality. Not loose, but they're allowing a little bit more because they're trying to curb the flopping shit. So we'll see how that kind of goes, because I was like, okay, well, because they allow you to play more in the Olympics, like how you would like to with the physicality. It's more so like playoff basketball in the NBA. Like they let you have a little more physical, things
turn
like
it
that.
up more from Olympic basketball.
But
I'm like, telling me to turn something up. I'm like, what?
That would be great for players to experience as well, because then if you put them in a high pressure environment when they go home, on top of increasing the physicality, kind of like NBA playoff basketball, it exposes them to that type of environment too. Well, so it could be a plus, regardless if your team win or lose. You can still take something out of it.
I don't care how they call it, just call it consistently. It's all like
Every time.
Like if something is a foul on this possession, midway through the second quarter, it's a foul with 5 minutes left in the game. Like
now don't give them that because it's the end of the game.
It wasn't Giannis, but there was a Buck that did get 10 fouls in the summer league game.
I can see the picture, so it's much more obvious.
I knew it was a big.
It was
It was a lanky ass big. I'm like, I knew it
Thon
wasn't lanky
Maker.
motherfuckers. Yeah,
That makes total sense.
I remember watching the game. I didn't remember it was Thon. Like I said, I remember it was big. I thought it was Giannis, but I remember watching that game. I'm like, how the fuck did you go through all your files, bro? All of them. Yeah, funny stuff. But it should be fun. This should be fun. I can't wait for the next season.
You want to get your some track shout outs?
Yeah, Allison Felix. You know what? Shout out to Allison Felix.
Mm-hmm.
She is the most decorated track athlete in U.S. history.
Yep.
She has won her 11th Olympic gold medal.
11 gold.
Olympic medal. I'm sorry.
Just
Broke a tie with Carl Lewis. She ran the second leg and kept the U.S. in front on the field with the 49.38 second split. Sydney McLaughlin was it Dahlia Muhammad and Delilah Muhammad and a thing moved. Ran the other legs as the Americans won the race by nearly 4 seconds. Winning a race by 4 seconds is a mile. Is a freaking mile. But shout out to the track team. Like there was a lot of people that was with their first Olympics, especially our track and field teams, took home a lot of gold.
I have a question for you because you're a track guy. They do like co-ed relays now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I saw one where Nigeria, I guess like they flipped like the legs. Like I guess all the other teams like did like if it was like male, female, male, female. Mm-hmm. They ran like a male during like one of the female legs. So like the guy
just took off
and like got them a huge advantage. Like he basically lapped the field.
Damn.
So then a woman had to run the last leg against the men. So like they were well out in front, like maybe half a lap, like half a lap ahead.
Mm-hmm.
She wound up in last place.
Damn. I mean, it was a good idea. It was a good thought. It was a nice thought. You know, I understand what you tried to do. Like, if we just get a big enough lead, there ain't no way in hell they're going to run back.
Where do you put your
and catch
fastest person? Is it first or last? So the last, okay,
I
fastest
think it
person
goes
last.
fastest person last, second fastest person first.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and then it depends on
because
well, I guess it depends on like the length.
Yeah, we'd be me and Ken in the middle. For
Eric
sure,
would start. You two would be the middle, and then I would be.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah, because I'm gonna slow you down.
Yeah, and again, it depends on like the length of the race. Because if it's just like like one time around, like whoever runs fastest on the curves, like then you would want to put them like second.
I did say I wanted to do a relay with y'all or get somebody else if we want, like if y'all was down for it.
You just be running for fun. God damn.
But I'm like, that would be fun.
I have sprinted one time in the last, let's say, 8 years, and that was against you. Like, otherwise,
like, you talking about racing somebody, I like, let's go.
I can't tell you the last time I ran full speed.
It's a good feeling.
Like that was the only time I opened it up.
It's
like,
a beautiful feeling.
Even kickball, like I never, never like.
I've jogged. I jog a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Just run full speed as hard as you can.
Oh, it's been a minute.
I don't do that activity. I just I jog.
I mean, I'm down though. What up?
You know what? We got kickball starting back next week. Come on out.
I feel like I'm getting kidnapped into this.
You can nominate a proxy.
No, if y'all do it, I'm gonna do it.
Say less. Who want the smoke? Who want the smoke?
Somebody else that got a 4-person booth.
Yeah.
What? No word order.
That would be the elements.
All the elements.
But he ain't. What's the name? Heard
Chrissy, Isaiah, Nick.
Isaiah. Yeah, that'd be like next year.
Yeah,
I mean, Douche is there too. So they have a fifth leg.
Douche could be Dub's proxy.
Right, he'll take the dub.
That's a different race, fam. No, that's a different race. Like, cause you and Dub would be like the last.
Yeah, we would.
Leg.
So in that case, Elliot would be the last leg with me. Elliot got some speed. Elliot got some speed.
You said that shady as hell, dog.
He did. That nigga ain't
just
shit.
let that hang. I'm just like, hey.
He ain't shit.
I'm slow, so I ain't talking about nobody. I just, again, can't tell you the last time I ran full speed.
But no, shout out to the U.S. Olympic track and field team. Like they really did show up and show out.
Yeah, I can't imagine running that fast. Shout out to the indoor volleyball team too, the USA team. They finally broke through and got that gold medal. So shout out to them.
First time ever.
It ain't a blow the whistle, but NBC be better because I was trying to find that game and could not for the life of me.
Oh, they made watching the Olympics so difficult.
Extremely difficult.
Why you got?
Peacock app
you
was
got
acting all
Peacock.
weird.
Yeah, like that
Peacock.
shit doesn't make sense. I'm like, I gotta
Yeah.
change. Like, oh, what the fuck?
And then they wouldn't let you like the replay showed up 2 days later.
Yeah. No, the replays were there pretty quick for me on the Peacock. No, on the NBC Sport app.
That's what I'm saying.
That
Like
was
they had like
Oh,
15
okay.
million different places.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the NBC Sport app.
Because then like some people were saying like you got to go through like the website to then cast it to your TV and
And then
Oh,
the NBC Sport app wasn't working because we got Uverse, so we wasn't accepting Uverse even though Uverse was an option. I'm like, bro, so I had to watch it through Peacock. It was terrible, bro.
Like, it was too hard to watch the Olympics. And they had, I believe, the viewership numbers are terrible. Because, again, how do you find
Nobody
this?
could find it. And it was on at midnight.
I mean, that was one thing I loved about the Olympics was like when you just
You
you
can't
be on the
sleep and
couch
shit.
and you be like, I'm gonna turn the Olympics on,
Exactly.
like, and you just flicking through the different channels, and then
Yeah.
you stop at the one that looked interesting
Yeah,
at
like,
that
oh, I'm
time.
gonna watch this.
oh shit, they got skeet shooting. Like,
Right.
I'm gonna-
Yeah,
We did that. Me and my
watching
daughter
this
was watching it. She was like, they shooting? I'm like, yeah, they shooting. I didn't know it was a sport. Yeah, man.
Y'all saw Kevin Hart and Snoop.
I
Yes.
ain't watching none of it.
With the
though.
horse
Yes, I
crib
did.
walking down. He like, need that horse cut. Oh, shit.
And they let him cuss. Like that was the best part of it because like
On the set.
I said, dang, that was smart. That was smart. Doing clip, I was like, that was good stuff. That's hilarious.
I need that for March Madness. I need that for the NBA playoffs. I need that
Yep.
for the Super Bowl.
Yep, that same 2-man booth. Just come with it.
And you know Snoop passionate.
Yeah,
Passionate about his sports.
especially them late.
When he was talking, like skeet shooting is what made me think about it because he went on a riff on skeet shooting. Dang to dang, skeet shooting. I be
Speaking of skeet,
No, speaking of passionate, Messi. He is So we thought that he agreed to a terms of a contract with Barcelona about a month or two ago. Turns out they ain't got the money. They say, listen, bro, I know, but we ain't got it, boss. So he was tearful. Actually, he was crying at his press conference and stuff like that. Like, man, I'll do anything to just stay here. Like, ready to stay here. But he came to an agreement contractually. Word on the street, because we don't know no more. Word on the street is that he came to a 2-year contract with PSG. But ain't nothing concrete because we thought he came to a contract before.
But we know PSG got money.
We know Paris Saint-Germain.
Weren't they supposed to get get Ronaldo?
They was going after Cristiano Ronaldo at one point,
So
yes.
if they get Messi, will they get him? Like, is they money that long to
Yes,
get both of them?
they're that level of club. Like, you think of Paris Saint-Germain, you think of Chelsea, Manchester City, Juventus,
But wasn't
Barcelona's.
wasn't Neymar trying to get out of PSG or is that not?
He
happening
was.
anymore?
He was trying to. I don't know where he was trying to go though. But anytime anybody want to leave any mega club, the first team that they link him to is Man City, or Juventus, or any of the other major clubs. If it ain't in Spain, if you ain't talking about Barcelona, Real Madrid, you talking about they going to Juventus over in Italy. If it ain't Juventus over in Italy, then you talking about they going to either Chelsea, Man United, Man City, Liverpool, Aston Villa, over any of the European clubs.
UK color. Because all of them are in Europe.
Yeah, that's true. Another European team. But you know, it's interesting. We'll see how this plays out though, because again, he's supposed to go with PSG. Well,
That's the word on the street.
that's the word on the street. But they be coming out like he'll say something, then his daddy will come out and say something completely different. Like, what you talking about? He ain't say that shit. Like, bro, we just had a whole conference of him crying. No, he wasn't crying.
So his daddy, the Argentinian
Yeah, because he
LeVar
comes
Ball.
in, I think he's still like his agent or something like that. So it's
They can get him in a tax trouble or something.
it's a whole bunch of shit, bro. Like.
Say, like,
We'll find out when whatever team he has a uniform on when the season starts is where he playing at. Like, ain't no telling. But good luck to him, man. Like, if you want to
Messi's
stay in
dad.
Barcelona, hope he get back.
I was gonna say Messi's dad is very appropriately named because he sound messy.
I see what you did there. We do want to pay our respects, though, to Bobby Bolden. He was 91 years old, passed away since we last recorded. If you didn't know, he coached at Florida State for over 30 years. Second all-time in Division I wins. Like,
He retired not too long ago, right?
2009.
yeah.
so
It's funny. By the end, he definitely wasn't coaching. He was just there. Like my stepdad, he was like, I was watching the game, and he didn't even have a headset on. Like he was just watching. And then at the end of the game, like they had won, and he was just like, man, that was a hell of a game, wasn't it?
And I seen every play.
Right. I had a front row seat.
But shout out to him, sending love to the family, of course.
Most definitely.
Legendary coaching career.
Absolutely.
Speaking of legendary careers and whatnot, though, the largest enshrinement weekend in Pro Football Hall of Fame history took place this past weekend. Say that because if you forgot, they had the 2020 inductees on Saturday night, then they had the 2021 inductees on Sunday night. So it was 2 nights of Hall of Fame speeches. Did y'all tune into any of the?
Not a one.
I did not either.
No,
I wanted to, but not a one. I usually tune into at least 2 of them.
I think I played 2K instead.
Yeah.
And I don't regret that decision. I caught some highlights on Twitter. Like, I saw that Peyton Manning did a great job, which is no surprise because Peyton is funny.
Charismatic.
Tom Brady got booed.
Boo! Fuck him!
They was booing him so much, he had to stop talking. Like, Peyton had his whole joke ready. He was like, they was like, boo! He was like, I'll wait.
What was the Hall of Fame game? It was the Colts and was it the Colts?
Oh, you talking about the preseason game?
Yeah.
It was Dallas versus Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So Palomalu and
Was
because
it-
usually they try to
DeMarcus
attach it
Ware.
to
No, DeMarcus Ware is someone who's eligible
next year.
next year.
Jimmy Johnson.
I think it was Jimmy.
It could have been.
I remember seeing him in the pictures and whatnot. I didn't really pay too much attention to the Hall of Fame ceremonies this year.
Don't they speeches be super long?
That's
They
why
really-
I didn't
that's
watch.
Usually I'll catch
Hour-long
1 or
speech.
2 because I can't sit there the whole night.
Unless it's a player that like I love. Like I caught part of Charles Woodson's because I was like, I want to
Chuck.
hear what he had to say, and the fact that he was singing to his
Oh,
mom.
that was nice. I did catch that.
It was really nice. But like I don't need to watch it in live time. Like I can just go back and
Catch the highlights.
watch it. But shout out to everybody who did.
Shout out.
Next year's class, if you're looking ahead to who could be, enshrined, it's a trio of wide receivers that headline like the first year eligibility.
Steve!
Yeah, Steve Smith, Anquan Bolden, Andre Johnson. That's who leading. You also got DeMarcus Ware and Devin Hester.
Oh,
who
yeah,
will be
Devin.
eligible.
Hey.
Devin in there. As much as I hate the Bears, I did fuck with Devin
Hey,
Hester.
bro. He was cold.
I really did fuck with
He
Devin
was
Hester.
cold.
I'm not hating. I swear to God, I'm not hating.
He was cold.
But if Devin Hester is a first ballot Hall of Famer and Leroy Butler still ain't make it, I'm going to flip something over.
Hey, man.
It doesn't make sense. Like, no, and it's no offense to Devin Hester. He for sure is like
Leroy
a
should have
talent.
been there though.
But like, the fact that Butler has been a finalist, but he can't seem to make it, it
That's
still
fair.
bothers me.
That's fair.
And he's better than a lot of the, like John Lynch, Steve Atwater. Like I saw them play. Like,
He was better, and they in the Hall of Fame.
and you can't even say, oh well, like their numbers. Like no, his numbers are better. The eye test was better. All pros, Pro Bowls, Super Bowl. Well, maybe not Super Bowls.
You got one.
But
He got one. I don't know how many the other 2 got, but like still like contributed to winning defenses. Like
so I'm saying, hey, 2022 might be the year.
Hopefully.
better be.
The board, that selects the finalists and whatnot. They're going to have 25 semifinalists selected in the coming weeks, and then they're going to trim that list to 15 by early January. So we'll see who make it. Isaiah Thomas, the free agent guard, little IT. That man dropped 81 in a Pro-Am game.
Cooking ass.
The crossover in Seattle. Dropped 81. And I believe before the game he tweeted like, I miss my dog Kobe.
Mm-hmm. He had some Kobe's
81.
on too.
Dropped 81.
That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually dope. That's a dope story.
This nigga.
That's all it is.
I seen a highlight though when he had dropped dude, but he had pushed him.
It was a little push off.
He
He was getting guarded by somebody smaller than him. Like
Yeah, the dude that he pushed was smaller than him. I was like, well, who is he playing against?
me and shit. Like,
Hey, us out there, the pod league and shit out here. And shit, like, this nigga hooping against T.Y. Duke out here. And shit.
That's wild.
T.Y. was just talking about how he was an athlete too on their shoulders. But make sure I listen to 72 and 10 podcast,
Yeah,
y'all.
most definitely.
But yeah, man. Hey, 81. I hear 81 is 81.
81
Yeah,
anywhere
it
is
is.
respected.
Yeah.
Have you ever dropped 81 in the
Hell
game?
no, I didn't go to anyone. How I do even on the game? Shit.
I gave you 81 on the game. But real life?
Hey, it's somebody. Hey, let us know if you dropped 81 on the pickup game. Somebody
like,
on
no,
here.
like period. I just want to know who has really dropped 81 points, like in real life. Like,
Let us know.
Where were you playing at? Like, who was like? What happened?
Can we look it up?
Is it?
Exactly. They gonna like, no, I remember. No, nigga.
I was at
We need
McGuff.
proof.
3 days ago, my guy. What the fuck you mean?
I was at
Let's do this on the regular.
Right, this is regular shit.
Swear to God, let me call.
That's
I'm different, my guy. I'm
That's
different.
a light night, nigga.
But like, this is like when people like try to act like NBA bench players are just trash. It's like, dude,
No.
dudes that aren't even good enough to be in the league anymore, like, will kill you.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
it's not even close. Like, JaVale McGee will probably like drop you. Like,
Yeah.
Not probably. He could.
I mean, I'm saying like with his handle, like, and you just think of him as just like a big man that can't do nothing. Like, no, like these dudes are insanely talented. Like,
Literally.
so seeing them against like normal people, it's a slaughter. Like, point blank, period. Like,
They are legit the best players in the world. Like,
Yeah.
right, like pros versus Joes. Like,
I hope that show come back.
Yeah, that show
that
used
was
to
a
be
fun
cracking,
show.
did y'all
bro.
see that Cribs is coming back
Yes.
Oh, for real?
this week?
They got a host?
they
The
have-
Cribs
Who?
ever have a host?
No.
Who?
Oh, okay. I didn't know if niggas was hosting.
Could you ring that bell?
Like,
MTV, they
Damn,
literally would
like-
show up at somebody's house.
Oh,
with the
yeah. They be
camera.
like, oh, look. Oh,
Let me show you around.
Yeah, come
They ain't need no host.
oh yeah.
because the person's house
Was the host?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The house was those.
No. The person that owned that motherfucker was the host.
how many episodes has King gotten more bells than Tim? Like,
This
it
is-
can't be.
I only got 2 this episode.
He got none.
Oh, shit. Hey, we still got a lot left, goddammit.
Do we?
Then
No,
we
not
don't.
really. It's slim
You
pickings,
damn near
man.
won another one.
All right, Summer League, man, is happening. Kicked off on Sunday. The Washington Indiana game though did not kick off. That game was postponed due to health and safety protocols. But we did get to see some hoopers for real, for real. Jalen Green came out.
He came out. His shot just goes so high. Like it's so high. I'm like, dude, ain't no way. It's wet. I'm like, damn. All right, fade away. I'm like, no, that's too.
No, he
like,
was
what
hitting
the
some
fuck?
difficult.
Right. He has a very advanced. I don't want to say bag, but bag. Like he does. Like
He was trying to like get like the analytical term. Like,
Repertoire.
no, I just don't like using bag because like bag Twitter. But
His arsenal.
there you go. Like he deep. He got pro moves.
Deep
Weapons
arsenal.
cash.
Ammunition shit.
Right.
No, but like for real, like he has a very like mature game. Although like in spots, like his moves are dynamic. Like I feel like he needs to tighten up his handle a little bit though.
yeah, like he's still a rookie. Like
Right.
I watch Summer League games just for the heck of it. Like really, when I'm watching Summer League games, I just want to see if anybody is going to pop. Like I don't necessarily expect them to, but I'm just looking like who looks like they are
Who stands
better.
out?
Yeah, like who's better than everybody else. And then I hope to see the second and third year players looking like
They don't
NBA
belong
player.
there.
Like they should not be looking worse than the guy that just got picked up off the street last week because he went to an NBA workout at his local college and made it in. Like I wanted to see some growth.
That is a
Right.
dope shot though. Like if you think about it, like hey, they had a workout at the college, bro. I went down there, hooped, showed them off a little bit. I got invited.
It
Yeah.
happened. It do happen with this this thoughtful music.
Man,
Like a dream can come true. A dream can come true.
Yeah, like to piggyback on your point, like I think is more about like how they look more than like what they do. So it's
Yeah.
like if you just see like flashes of things, it's like okay, we can build on that.
Right. Because on top of that, too, a lot of the things that they're doing, like, these aren't the roles they're going to have on the team that they're actually playing on.
sure.
Except for Detroit. Detroit pretty much got their whole team in the Summer League, except for Grant.
Yeah.
So, but everybody else,
These young motherfuckers got some bounce, bro.
they make me feel like I know I'm getting old now because I'm watching them dunk and I'm like, how are they doing it?
They jumping
like,
to the top of the
hell
backboard.
yeah.
Like, we grew up and saw Vince Carter doing crazy stuff, and it was like, oh my God. Because people weren't doing what Vince Carter was doing. And now these young dudes is just like,
With ease.
just bunnies. Just like,
Damn center almost hit his damn head on the top of the backboard. Like he busted his nose in either high school or college in the dunk. He's like pretty much on the same alley-oop dunk. Jericho Sims is what I'm talking about. Same dunk. Busted his nose. Like the center, your center is jumping that high. That's some wild shit.
Kai Jones with Charlotte.
ooh,
Did
that
the
dunk
Dwight.
didn't make sense. At first I was like, did he throw it in there? And I was like,
yeah, but I mean, it was the Blake Griffin.
My God,
it was vicious.
It was close. It was like his
And like he
hand-
jumped from like the dotted line. Like it wasn't like he was, you know, like close. Like he stretched across the entire.
Him and Melo gonna have some fun playing together.
God. Like I said after the draft, like him on one, you know, running a break on one wing, and then Miles Bridges on the other, and he's just like, somebody go get it.
Bridges is already catching bodies at least 3 times a game.
Dude, the Hornets play-by-play guy is
he's
about to
gonna
lose
lose
his.
it.
Hey, I hope they got a job over there.
His head's going to literally explode.
Get somebody in there, bro, with some excitement.
Like a cartoon. No, they have somebody in there with it. Like he's overly excitable.
Yeah.
Like he's like you on the podcast at the beginning. Turned up a little bit more on a good play. But speaking of the Hornets and wow, amazing is happening. Shout out to LiAngelo.
Hey.
Jello.
Yeah, what, 17 on...
16.
Yeah, he was balling.
16 in 16 minutes.
Make it count.
Yeah, 5 threes. So I was like, okay, I see 3.
Hey.
Make it count.
He always was the shooter of the three.
Was he? Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Like Melo was the one who got the because Melo was just like he was gonna pull
just
from
told.
wherever.
Half court. Let me point down the half court real quick.
Monument, like that's gonna be in his highlights forever. Like he called his shot and he made it.
But then they pulled the... I remember the outrage. Like, I would have pulled him out the game for that bullshit.
Like,
They
he
were
made
mad.
it. He made that motherfucker.
Like what I'm supposed to say when he made it. Like,
Exactly. Hey.
like
It was unsportsmanlike. He should have stepped up.
Exactly.
See Drew Holiday? My man's is out there. You ain't doing that shit on him.
he told him right here.
Yeah.
He stood and watched. He enjoyed the show too.
He didn't believe him. That's his fault. That's his fault.
I got the Hornets play-by-play guy. Just give you.
A little taste.
My mind is blown.
See?
My mind is
His
blown.
mind gonna be mush by the end of the season.
Ah. This guy orgasmic out here.
I told you. Literally just
It's gonna be wild. Yeah, with the alley. Oh my god.
He needs a new pair of
They finna
pants.
be running. And then you got Gordon Hayward with some back. Like, they got a nice squad
Yes.
there, man. They got a nice squad there. They will be fun to watch for sure.
and speaking of impressed, like someone who just popped Scotty Barnes,
That's a big dude.
Toronto. I was like, ooh, Lord.
It's funny, like Raptors Twitter was pissed, like because they passed on
Oh.
Jalen Suggs, and like they already
mean,
love him. Like
yeah.
it's like maybe it's Masai Ujiri. Like maybe
Trust
give
what
him
the
a
front
little,
office doing.
Bucks Twitter.
Ah.
Offense
Yeah.
was a little shaky in that game, but yet and still, he finished with 18 points and 10 rebounds. Like, he got a double-double,
And
and
he's
he had
playing
5
defense.
assists. Yeah, defense is
I
like,
think he had like 2 blocks.
he's smart.
Like he's literally been compared to. I mean, like it's early, but like Scottie Pippen, like level defensive potential. Like that's what they see, and it's like if his offense can even be, you know,
Half of that.
right, that's an all-star.
Like,
You know, Sean Marion.
oh my goodness, I forgot about Sean Marion.
He have the athleticism.
The ugliest jump shot.
He give you 18, maybe 20. Like, maybe
No,
he got you 20.
and he make it.
But
Like
he
you know,
lock
Suggs-
down your best guy and dunk on him. It was some cold cats.
That jumper was
It was gross.
gross.
Disgusting. How you shoot from the chest?
Hey.
From the chest and never get blocked. You made it to the league. It's 7 footers.
And he's still getting it off.
Everybody's 6'8" and 6'9", and you shooting from the chest.
Hey man, as long as it go in,
Cashing
don't
it.
matter what it look like.
Yeah.
But Tim, like you mentioned earlier, though, the referees in Summer League are actually enforcing the new rules that the NBA is going to be bringing in. You know, the ones that they got trying to attempt to or get the non-basketball moves out the game with the shooters, you know,
The
kicking
leg
their
kick.
legs and stopping in front of somebody and all that good stuff.
Leaning into the
Do we want to
foul.
call it the Trae Young or the Steph Curry?
Stepped onto that.
I was like, don't disrespect stuff.
James Harden, if you want to name a superstar.
Yeah, Steph does that left to right thing. That he'll run in front of you and then he'll just kind of cut right into you. Steph does it.
Chris Paul does
does
that.
Chris Paul does it too.
Chris Paul is much more notorious for it than Steph
Like,
Curry
Steph
is.
Curry
'cause I
should
can't
be
even-
the first name that
Right.
comes to mind when thinking
Steph Curry
of-
was the first name that I seen when they actually used the rule though.
Okay.
When they was explaining the rule on Twitter, Steph Curry was the first name that I seen as they were
Showing examples.
Of each rule. And it was him literally running. It was on the Bucks. It was on DiVincenzo, actually.
No, I'm saying I'm sure he's done it,
Right,
but the
like-
point is like the first, like he's not somebody who's
Like Chris Paul basically pioneered that move.
right. Like he's not someone you think of with the move. Like he's not the
And
first.
does
name.
it more than anybody else.
Maybe not y'all. But it was a lot of people on Twitter was like, about damn time Steph got away with this shit.
Trae Young, James Harden, Chris Paul are the three biggest offenders of the moves that they trying to get out the game.
Like the one I really like is like you pump fake and the dude is already up in the air and then you like launch into him. Like there's no way that should be a foul on the defense because he was like if the offensive player should have room to land, then the defensive player should too.
Let people play defense. I'm excited to see what you're gonna be able to do with a little. His hands unshackled a little bit more, just a little bit more unshackled.
There we go. I found it. So, turn the volume down. But pretty much, Steph comes out. He's past DiVincenzo. All of a sudden, he jumps right in front of him. So they slowed it down and showed that he actually runs past him, clear to the
remember
bucket,
the play,
and then jumps right into him. So they're getting rid of shit like that.
I remember hollering, "That's not a foul," and thank God now it ain't supposed to be a foul.
No, they said an offensive foul should be called on this play as the offensive player uses his right shoulder and hip to dislodge the defender, and the offensive player lands outside his normal floor position.
Yeah, fam, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying, fam. I was wrapping it up neatly.
I gave an official rule. There we go. We got it. No confusion.
I'll be saying you a sore winner because we gave you the point a long time ago.
Yeah.
I don't believe y'all, but anyways.
You actually won that one, bro. But it's cool.
We can see
I believe
a long
you.
time ago.
I believe you. I don't believe them.
you won.
I don't believe them.
You don't believe us that we think that you won?
No, I don't believe them.
Hey,
I don't believe them.
I told you,
I
bro.
believe you, though.
We about uplifting. We uplifted
Yeah,
the
see,
kid.
you can't help a brother out.
I hate niggas like you. I really do. Like
hate
for real,
niggas
for real.
like you.
I hate niggas who hear somebody say something to you and you tell them something and they don't listen to you, and then someone else say it and they be like, "Oh, okay."
Oh yeah, you
Hey,
right.
The worst, like,
Yeah.
Hey, that's why people get second opinions.
no, for real. In real life, the worst niggas. I hate people like that. Like, I cannot deal with niggas like that. Hate it. Hate it.
That's fair.
But Jalen Duren, he was supposed to be the number 1 pick next year, but he reclassified and he's going to Memphis this fall. So
They got another. So he was supposed. Okay, so
he's supposed to be class of 2022,
The high school class of 22.
but he reclassified to this year.
and became the number 1 player for this year's class too.
Well,
he's
he's in the top 5 now. Like the way that ESPN worded the tweet is that him, Paulo Banchero, and Chet Holmgren are like the front runners for number 1 pick right now.
Kind of like this year's class when it was like 5 people. Okay.
And they'll separate themselves throughout the season.
Yeah, we gonna see how they play.
And
Robert,
Imani Bates is also thinking about reclassifying. He might
Really?
go G League. He's kind of falling, like he was like can't miss like as a freshman
remember
and
that.
sophomore, and I feel like his junior year, like he's kind of falling off.
Well, he probably distracted. You know,
Probably.
Yankee Stadium and shit.
wait, what about Yankee Stadium?
Drake and his mama.
That's not who we talking about.
Ain't that the same guy yet?
Nope.
Who's that? What the kid?
Amari
I'm talking
Bailey.
about? Ah, close. Damn, that's the first
Hey,
one.
Kid like, hey,
hey,
Like, I'm back in business.
Yeah.
I was like, close.
I told y'all.
catch on up.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you think that's the first rapper that dated that dude mom,
Exactly.
But Robert Griffin III, he going to ESPN. He got a broadcasting job with them, but if he still wants to play, and he has an out in his contract if an opportunity comes up for him to continue playing football.
good luck.
Yeah.
He'll be in
Best
the
of luck
booth.
to him. Hey, damn.
He'll be in the booth.
God damn.
The last thing I saw about RG3, he was saying weird stuff about his wife.
Yeah, he
Yep.
was. Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I like.
He was trying to. Yeah, no,
Yep.
no. I think he
Like,
uses TikTok.
he tried to Carlton himself because never mind.
Basically.
NFL transactions, Tim.
Yeah.
Take it away.
So Josh Allen is the second highest paid quarterback in the NFL behind Patrick Mahomes. He signed a $258 million contract extension for 6 years with $150 million guaranteed as soon as he signed the damn contract.
That's great.
That's some wild shit. You know, as soon as you cross that I, dot that T, It's 150.
What?
What?
That's wrong.
You cross an I and dot a T.
Don't matter.
Oh,
It's 150.
See, we was letting you cut.
Wait, we worried about the money. Everybody got it but you.
Right, we $1 bill over here.
Everybody worried about the semantics.
$1 bill.
Oh, they had to tell me we're outside
We
that
was
shit.
already over here
Right, semantics
drinking
from my lawyer.
and everything.
150.
He read that before I got there. We crossing I's and dotting T's around.
See, that ain't even your name. Like, you fucking up. Like, you void the contract.
Now, contract not getting voided, though, is Darius Leonard's. Signed a 5-year extension with the Colts, $99.25 million.
Back up a little
How much
bit.
guaranteed?
That I don't know. I think it should be roughly around 60-something million. But I'll double check. Xavier Howard and the Dolphins have agreed to a contract restructuring to keep him in Miami. He was having his issues. He wanted to hold out. He wanted to get traded, all that good stuff. $1 million Pro Bowl incentive, $3.5 million in additional incentives, rescinding all minicamp fines and fees that he had to pay because he didn't show up. But the max for 2021 is $16 million, 16.2. It's believed to be the first time in NFL history with a player with 4 years left on his contract actually, getting added money and guarantees. Shout out to him. You had all the leverage. You was able to get the team to add more money to your contract.
Darius Leonard got $52.5 million in guaranteed money.
Out of 99.
He's gonna get $20 million per year over the first 3. Over the course of that contract.
That's get y'all money, dog. He said he was next. He said he's next in line. He got his shit off.
Yeah.
We have some NBA transactions real quick. Charlotte extended coach James Borrego contract. So they'll keep him there to, work with the young guys that like his development.
Them young guns.
The Los Angeles Lakers extending head coach Frank Vogel's contract. He made us eat dirt because we thought Kid was going to definitely take over for Frank.
Bro, Frank been out here.
Kid in Slovenia
coaching.
right now.
Kid gone.
He's over there getting that contract signed with dirt and Mark.
Mm-hmm. So shout out to Frank Vogel. Mike D'Antoni is joining Willie Green's New Orleans Pelican coaching staff as a consultant. And Masai Ujiri has agreed to a significant new deal to remain with Toronto. Like, he is the mastermind behind a lot of the things that go around in that organization. So shout out to him as well.
Somebody say, like, are we sure Masai is, like, that guy? I'm like,
Yes.
what do you want from him? Like,
Yes,
I
he is.
don't. What exactly has he done? Like, he got Kawhi to come there for a year and then lost him. Like,
And got y'all a championship, which is what his job is supposed to do.
And he's had y'all in contention. Like, he made the decisions that had to be made to get y'all a ship. Hey, in case anybody, cares, Alfred Payton, he agreed to a 1-year deal with the Phoenix Suns.
okay.
For sure.
CJ McCollum of the Portland Trail Blazers is set to replace Chris Paul as the NBPA president. So shout out to President McCollum
Shut up.
in his new role.
Probably won't be the only new role he gets this fall.
Oh, you probably ain't wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And last but not least, a total of 13 WWE NXT superstars, including one referee, were released from WWE. Some of those names included Bronson Reed, Bobby Fish, Jake Atlas, Leon Ruff, and Mercedes Martinez.
I don't know any of these people.
Bobby Fish was in
Undisputed.
with Adam Cole, baby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so word on the street is that this is not the end of the cuts.
Yeah.
For one. 2, Vince apparently just said, forget everything about NXT that made them successful, and we're going to take them back to being a developmental brand.
Yep.
So now,
Apparently.
because they lost that war, that he wasn't trying to have a war with AEW. So now he's like, he didn't care about NXT in the first place until it was time for that war. And then he
It was
watered it
Triple
down like a
H's.
motherfucker. And now he's like, it served its purpose. It didn't do what it was supposed to do. I'm going to just put it back as a developmental brand that I didn't give a shit about in the first place. So Triple H, in essence, would have to start all the way over. He don't want nobody.
Over 30.
Nobody starting over 30. Nobody pretty much under 6 feet.
So what happens to like Finn and
Finn is on the main roster now.
oh, you back on? Oh, see, I ain't even watching.
He's on SmackDown.
Oh.
He
They talking
actually going for the title.
But they're
against
talking
Roman.
about moving
for real?
Adam Cole to the.
I can't
So
wait
Adam
for
Cole's
that, yo.
picking between WWE or AEW.
because his contract is up after SummerSlam.
Shit, I don't know where I want to see him at. Wherever you going, I'm watching. I love dude, bro.
Adam Cole, baby. Malik love him too.
Adam Cole. He be
So-
sweet shitting niggas.
And we gonna see what's happening in WWE, but
What's going on with
your point.
AEW? I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say your point about like him originally saying like it's no big deal, and then because they lost, like now it is a big deal. Like I hate that shit. Like give me, like let me know what the ramifications are up front. Because like if it's like no big deal, like we're still trying to do what we're doing, like that's different from you need to do this to keep your job.
Right.
Because it's like not even just from a motivation standpoint, but from like we'll make different decisions. Like if we're trying to win the week to week ratings battle,
then
in like
Tell me that.
over the course of a year, like that's different from like we're building something that's supposed to sustain for generations or what
Right.
like whatever
Right.
their long-term goal is, like if we're still sticking to that, or if we're going week to week. Because if it's week to week, then yeah, I'm gonna bring in like people from the regular from the main roster. I'm gonna push like the people that are gonna get eyeballs, as opposed to like, well, I still got to sprinkle in some of this development. I
Right.
still gotta
it's a different goals.
Right.
Therefore, the programming would have been different leading up to it if that's what you were actually worried about.
Correct. But instead, now you bamboozled everybody, destroyed the entire. Because it was supposed to be the third brand. Remember,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
now all of a sudden it was like,
Not no more.
oh no, it's not the third brand. It's still a developmental brand, which is why you see guys like Karrion Kross go from NXT without his manager with his manager to going to Raw, and he's by himself because that was just his character down in NXT. I'm like, that's
so
so
now they
stupid.
changed like.
So like he got Scarlett,
Yeah.
his manager and stuff like that. Like his interest is dope. His character's cool because she helps
That's what
make
I wanted.
that.
That's what I wanted to ask about, because I saw like they was pushing the hell out of him in NXT, and then he keep losing on Raw. Like every week he loses.
The mayor was quite upset when
That
he
that
came
makes
on
no
and-
sense
and
though.
lost.
Like they was put. He
Well, he beat Keith Lee his first week.
Oh, he did.
And
But
then-
I just saw Keith Lee beat
And
him
then
though.
he lost to Keith
Yeah.
Lee. They ran it back, and he just lost to
Yeah,
Keith Lee
so I was
because
like,
everybody was
what's the-
pissed that Keith Lee came because that was Keith Lee's first day back too.
Oh, well, okay.
So his debut was Keith Lee first day back, and you gonna make Keith Lee lose? Everybody was pissed.
Yeah, okay. I ain't
We ain't
know.
seen Keith Lee almost a year.
Yeah.
when you got those are your two options, Keith Lee's return or his debut, like
Mm-hmm.
someone got to lose in that situation. So someone
put
ain't
them up
gonna,
against each other.
like either someone's
Yeah.
gonna be unhappy or like
Like and shit like that booking. Like
Yeah.
why? Why? But Shannon Sharp said why?
I was on Twitter. That was the only reason why I watched Raw, because I was like, oh, Keith Lee back. And I was like, oh, he's fuck with Keith Lee.
Oh, he lost.
Yeah.
Damn. Like he came back his debut, he lost,
dang. Okay.
and people don't understand why because they got this new dude.
Raw is trash.
It's getting there.
WWE
No,
is
like who was the
The champ, Bobby
no
Lashley,
the female wrestler that they like pushed the hell out of,
Eva Marie,
that got her friend with her.
Eva Marie.
Oh, that's her name,
talking
Eva
about
Marie?
the little Alexa.
Yeah, like she like yeah
you talking about the redhead chick?
yeah her.
Bliss.
No, not Alexa.
He's talking about Eva Marie then.
Eva Marie.
Yeah, and her friends.
Where'd she come from?
Oh,
She
okay.
used to be
Yeah.
a diva. She couldn't
I ain't
wrestle.
know. Oh, I
They
ain't
let her
know who
go.
she was.
She left.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
she left. Then they brought her back,
She
but
wanted
they
to be
let go
IG
of people
model, that's what she
like
was.
Mickey James and these
But they
NXT
pushing her
wrestlers.
to
and-
be like the
but she-
next. Yeah, that's why I was like, how
She's
are they
famous.
pushing her?
because she's pretty.
She IG famous. Like
famous.
that's
Oh,
what I'm
she
saying.
is? I
Like
didn't
she
even know
left the
that.
first time because she's like, I don't need to do this shit. Like I got a couple
Yeah.
100,000 people
Oh,
on
okay, I didn't know
Instagram.
that.
Like
and didn't
Okay.
realize that the
million,
millions
actually.
of followers that you gain from being in WWE actually does help.
Oh, okay.
She bringing stuff to the table
I was gonna say,
herself.
she
Like
brings-
that's why they pushing her. Like take advantage of
I
her
was like, she
her
trash. I
content.
didn't like her.
Yeah, I feel you. Any blow the whistles this week?
No.
No. All right, take top 5 time then.
5, 4, 3.
2.
1.
Tech
Top 5.
All right, so last week's Tech Top 5 looked at the best wide receiver duos in NFL history. Ken came out on top.
Hey,
Congrats, sir.
brr.
Congrats, sir.
Thank you, madam. Back in the winner's circle.
Feeling good about that, eh?
Yeah, feeling good. Going for another week.
This week, we are doing best Drake guest features. So,
I'm excited.
Drake on somebody else's track. 5 best verses. Tim, what you got?
I don't have the 1 through 5 yet, but I got the verses. I'm gonna go number 5.
Five.
I'll do his verse on "Pop That." I'll do Drake on Pop That with
French
Montana, Wheezy, Rick.
Okay.
Number 4, I'll go Versace.
Ooh, at 4. That's a little
You
low.
wildin' me. You wildin' me. We never
number,
gotta play that at the end of the
number
We'll get sued
3.
and played when we leave.
Yeah.
Right. Number 3, I'm gonna go with
You been up.
Work
This
with him and Rihanna.
You put that in number. This nigga here.
And number 2,
It's your list though, B.
I'm gonna go with
It's your list.
Sickle Mode.
That's a good one.
And number 1, I'm gonna go with Fucking Problems. That's
All right, it's your list.
what
B.
I got.
It's your list, B.
You know what?
It's your list.
You right.
It's his list.
It's his list. That's why we all have our own list.
It's your list.
That's right. That's right. Eric, what you got?
Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. 5, just because it's so disrespectful. I'm gonna go with Only. 4, Fucking Problems. Ooh.
Yeah.
3. So here's my problem. So I had, full disclosure, I have Stay Scheming, Versace, and Pop That as my top 3, and I'm having a hard time parsing those 3.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you.
And I feel like Pop That and Stay Scheming, like he rapped about the same shit, so I'm having a hard time like separating the two. 3, I'm gonna go with Stay Scheming. 2, I'm gonna go with Pop That. 1, I'm gonna go with Versace.
Okay. I like that.
Okay.
I like that.
I'm not. I am not mad at that at all. Okay, so let me see here. Let me make sure I got this right. I got 1, I got 2, I got 3. This music all thoughtful. Okay. I'm okay. We're gonna put that at 3, 4. I'm sitting here like, ooh. Drake just has so many different options. It's kind of like Blessings with Big Sean, like Poetic
He has a
Justice,
plethora.
Tuesday. I do it.
Hey.
I got it. I got it,
You ain't wrong
y'all.
with
I
that.
got it. Okay.
He snapped on Cabaret too.
Number 5. I got ASAP Rocky, Effing Problems.
Okay.
I love that Drake verse.
Yeah.
It's just, he's just having so
I
much fun
agree.
on that one. Number 4, 2 Chainz. No lie.
Just
Hey.
say that.
Hell yeah.
That was the one I bumped off for Only, just because I wanted to get the disrespectful song.
See,
on
but
there.
this one got the Rihanna shade in it.
Yeah, sure do.
Wait, what I missed?
It don't matter if you're a Grammy. I forget what
If
he
you're a
said.
Grammy
Oh,
nominee.
you
I
treat
just
like
want-
she fuck it like she got a Grammy, but I still treat her as like she nominee or
mean-
some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you.
And he said, one time is fine with me.
I never knew that was Rihanna.
Yep, that's what he's talking
Yes,
about.
sir.
3, French Montana.
That's
Pop
messy.
That. It is messy.
That's him though.
So tell that
But-
nigga stay away.
That's what he do.
Like, go away.
3, French Montana. Pop That. 2, Migos Versace remix.
I love that shit, dog.
3 I had Pop That was like firmly at 3 where I was like, okay, that's my 3 for sure. But 2 and 1 was very difficult to pick between. But Versace remix is at 2 and Stay Scheming is at 1 because his
you ain't
line
wrong.
about Kobe being his nigga.
Yeah.
I hate that it had to be
Yeah.
him.
You ain't
She
wrong.
wasn't what you shooting in the gym.
You
Oh.
ain't wrong.
And then he got back with her like 2 weeks later, and
Yeah.
it was like, that's awkward.
The bar still hits.
Right.
The bar still hits. So that's number 1 for me.
My number 5, I'm gonna go Poetic Justice.
Every second.
At 4, I'm gonna go Pop That. 3, Fucking Problems. 2, Stay Scheming, and 1, Versace remix.
I'm not mad at that. Versace remix is so cold.
That shit's just fire,
It's so
bro.
cold. Like it's Versace. Like Drake just floated. Like
Oh, he float dog.
that wasn't even on no album. Like that was just
Exactly. That shit was
Drake
so
was like, I like this song. Let me
Here's the
hop on this.
Migos.
Literally, 'cause we were
There
just
it
on-
goes. Oh.
Some honorable mentions.
Mhm.
I'm looking at my list again. I'm like, dang, I forgot all about I'm on one. He really was on one on that one. Right above it with Lil Wayne, 100 with The Game.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed, with Lil
100
Baby.
Little baby, yeah.
Tuesday.
He
Like,
got off on that shit too.
it's a lot,
Yeah, he
man.
got so
He
many.
can do a verses on features alone.
Yeah.
You got both.
That is crazy, bro.
He got 20.
That is crazy.
He got 20.
Oh,
Dude, he
I
can do
forgot
it.
about Bo.
I forgot to put it on my. That's what I had wrote down earlier, and I was
So-
like, "Fuck!" I forgot about both him and Gucci.
Bo.
Oh yeah.
That's one of my.
Yeah, I'm Bo.
Dream. Yeah.
Wait.
Smoke.
You just said
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he could do a versus on features alone. So which will win, like Drake features or Drake songs?
I think it's features. Nah. I don't know. God damn.
Damn,
He
how many
got-
artists can have a feature versus against
That's what I'm saying.
themselves?
Only him, bro.
And
Chris
still be
Brown.
like, I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, Chris Brown
It's a
could.
few. Chris
Yeah,
Brown
Chris Brown
could.
could.
Jay-Z could. Wayne could.
Yeah.
Kanye could. Like, it's a lot of dudes who could go against themselves. Like, their catalogs are just, and especially in rap, because there's so many guest verses and features. And, like, they could do it. They could definitely do that, but. Ooh, that'd be. Now I want to have a Drake versus Drake features guy.
That'd be lit.
I wonder if my guy will do that.
Oh, he got so many.
He got so
He
many.
do.
That's crazy.
He got so many.
And not even all of the, like, you can still ain't say nothing about Say Something. You got, like I said, Cabaret earlier. You have, like, he just randomly pop up on shit. You be like,
Yeah.
oh, shit.
Even on that Dirty Money, Love
You
No
No
More.
More.
He got off on that shit.
Oh, yes, he did.
Dog, Drake Cole, bro.
Yes,
I
he
want to hear
did.
that now.
Yeah, he got off on that.
Loving you no more.
Last Train to Paris, nigga.
Yeah,
That
Last Train to Paris
that
is
album
cold.
was
No, that album was cold.
Cold.
Bro.
It low-key
Camille put me on that.
That album was cold.
that album was yeah.
I think I played that album for like a week straight when it first dropped. That and Miguel.
Oh, that first Miguel album was
Man.
That Adorn
Top
album
notch.
was fire too.
Miguel puts out some good. You know what? We off topic. We can go home. I'm hungry. We can do the music stuff all day, but I'm hungry. So we gonna get up out of here. Make sure again, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for listening. Be on the lookout for episodes. Make sure y'all are subscribed so that when a new episode of Tech File drops, you know about it. Make sure.
Do it now.
Yeah,
Subscribe.
right now. Subscribe
Right
on
now.
everything. Boop, boop, boop. Just hit all the
Real
little
quick.
buttons. Boop, 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 boop.
There you go. That's simple.
Subscribe, man. Come on. So make sure it's like you know for sure. You're going to be like, oh, dang, I didn't know y'all had a bonus episode. Well, if you subscribed, you
You'll
would have
see
known. You would have known. So make sure y'all subscribe, like, review, leave reviews, follow us on social media, tweet about us, do the Tech File Challenge,
Do it.
subscribe on YouTube, and then download the Good News app.
For sure.
Anything else to wrap up? Did I cover it all?
That's it. That's all.
Indeed.
If you want to follow
Wear a
me,
mask.
oh yeah, wear a
Oh, yeah,
mask.
wear a mask.
Stay 6 feet apart, social distance, vaccinate.
Always.
Yeah. That being
Wash your
said,
hands,
safe.
you dirty mother.
and wash your
Yeah.
body.
Wash your hands.
Right, like
Wash your hands.
I don't know why it became a thing that celebrities wouldn't be like, oh, I don't take baths. Who thought?
Who take baths every day?
I
I don't bathe my children until they stink. Like
All the stuff kids be touching and into, and
That's why. Well, I ain't gonna.
you know, yeah. We
somebody asked The Rock, he's like, "Yeah, I shower 3 times a day. What the fuck?"
Right, right. Like, I work out
Exactly.
twice a day. That's a shower both times a day.
Exactly.
And then I go to work. Like, I shower after work.
I bet the Rock smells
And then some
like
white dude
cocoa
was
butter.
like, "This is too
forgot about
much."
that.
Like,
This is. It's
or
too
no,
much-
he said that this was more disturbing than not showering at all. It's like, no,
What?
the
No,
it's not.
it's
level
not.
of activity that he has, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Still, even if you're not doing nothing, get in the shower every day. What the fuck? Like, who does that? That's just nasty.
And
I used to like Kunez too.
Wait. I just want to say this too, with all the talk about showering and bathing and whatnot, especially men. Because I know we have a lot of men listening to this show. I should have said this earlier. Remind me when we record again to start the show off by saying that.
Wash your balls.
Ah,
No, that's not what I was going to say. God, I hope y'all do that. I hope you wouldn't have to be told to.
hey,
Some
once a
niggas-
week, bro.
Again, like we're having
Some
this
motherfuckers-
conversation now.
What
Like,
I was going to say.
Hey, they be doing bird baths.
Hit the hot spots and get out. Like, damn, I think you just turned the water on. It's off already? God damn.
With the time it takes to do a bird bath, you literally could have
Might
taken
as
a
well
whole
just
shower.
hop your ass
But
in
what
the
I was
shower.
gonna say, moisturize, please, y'all. Like, please, when you get out the shower.
Oh, that'd be me. I'll be
Like,
Camille color. I'll be out the shower and shit.
please,
Waterlogged.
please moisturize, especially if you are somebody who showers regularly. because taking too many showers and not moisturizing will dry your skin out. Take care of your skin. Treat it like a luxury that it is.
For sure.
Moisturize after every shower, every bath. The whole body. Okay. I know how some of y'all niggas be. The whole body.
Baby oil.
Don't just oil your arms and go.
Hey, I wasted baby oil in the shower, nigga.
Why did you
talking about?
Never mind. I was gonna ask why,
Just no. It was a slippery slope in that motherfucker.
Why didn't know that, my nigga? That's your ass is supposed to be.
It was a slippery situation. And
You heard it, boo boo.
God damn. Brought the whole damn world down.
Neighbors like, what the fuck happened next door? Do I need to call somebody? Are you okay, sir?
I'm mad at myself, cussing like, wow.
Help me, please, help me.
Jesus Christ.
How many things did you grab before on the way down?
Everything.
Can you grab me the whole bathroom on the way down?
I'll grab whatever I can grab.
That motherfucker hit the tub and slipped right out.
Like shit. I stepped in that motherfucker out right out. God damn.
Oh shit, it was a slip and slide in that motherfucker. That was probably no, bro. That shit funny as
And
fuck.
that shit was dangerous, my nigga.
You probably rolled over a couple times like rotisserie.
Hey, bro. I was looking like something shit. My legs all in the air. I'm like,
We ain't talking about fucking. Oh, that shit is funny. Oh, my
shit.
god.
All right. Story time with Ken.
Bet your ass was moisturized that day.
Hey.
in more ways than one.
Oh, shit.
You had a well-whooped ass by you done hit your head, your elbow.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, we glad you here, brother. You could have taken it out.
Be like
Never would
that,
have
man.
made it.
Hey.
No, you can't sing that song with his hand up, baby.
Hey, he had to pray to God and he got it out that tub.
No, the funniest part was the look on her face. She just walked in and stood there like,
Yep. All I need to know.
the look of disgust. I was getting ready for you.
Oh, so this what you do?
I was getting ready for
She
you.
almost left your ass in there. Ass naked. In the puddle of baby oil. Like, what the fuck I got myself into?
Oh, shit. All right, wash your ass.
Won't swipe left on this nigga no
Moral
more.
of the story, wash your ass. And moisturize.
Safely moisturize. Please don't use.
Oh, shit.
Don't.
My stomach hurts. That was funny.
And this is why you always
Oh,
listen
shit.
to the episode till the end. You never know what you're gonna get at the end.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You never know. Story time with
Story
Ken
time with Ken.
to wrap us up tonight. That being said, though, if you want to follow me on social media, you can catch me
Wait a minute.
on Twitter and Instagram at Camille Monet, CamilleMonae, because
Your mom is fancy.
thank you.
At Bucks Burner on Twitter.
That's all you get.
Yep.
Everyday underscore gentleman.
Rewind.
Oh.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
At the NBA champion Milwaukee Bucks Burner on Twitter.
These niggas still wiping their eyes.
Hey.
That's all you get.
That's all you get.
Oh shit. Everyday underscore gentleman on Instagram. KHarris216 on Twitter and Snapchat.
And it's your boy TIMKINZ, the number 3, aka Ass Ketchum, aka Mr. Give It To Me. Oh, this nigga here, bro. Rotisserie. We holla.
Bye, y'all.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.